Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondercide comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed. Lab-proven to work fast. And proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wondercide's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wondercide.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wondercide.com. Wondercide. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wondercide today.
Rachel's gone. Everything sucks. Welcome to Big Bro Club. I'm here with Chase Bridges.
I think the world's a better place.
Oh, come on.
I think the Big Brother house is going to be able to thrive now without the greatest of all time.
Yeah, now that the most entertaining, the best player, the one that we were talking about how great she is and how she's made this season so much fun to watch. She's gone, and now the show's going to get better. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep. I just don't want to be negative. That's all. Everybody online is like, I'm done with Big Brother, and I understand. I do think it was a ridiculous twist. But, I'm still rooting for Keanu. The person who went home this week, it was a very emotional goodbye. Really liked that person, and it was like, I think it was a good week of Big Brother, all things considered.
It would be a good week of Big Brother for me if I hadn't lost 3 players in a row, because I think a week or two ago I had the advantage in the draft 6-4. It's now 3-4, and with Chase having the advantage. I've lost 3 in a row. I lost the Mictator, then I lost the Queen, and then I lost Elle Woods.
Wait, what?
Ashley. Oh, wait, no, it was Will. Will's the one.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Sorry. Captain America. I felt like I lost both of them since they were both on the block. It's just that's how traumatic it was for me.
That's fair.
Yeah, I did watch the episodes, unfortunately, and I'm very upset about how things have gone. The Lauren HOH, I thought it was going to work out for me because I was like, okay, maybe Keanu goes home.
See, that's crazy to me that you were rooting for Keanu to go home.
Because I'm rooting for me to win the draft.
I understand, but if you take away the draft, who were you rooting to win this season now that Rachel's gone? Because, we were both rooting for Rachel to win, I think.
If I was a purely objective viewer, Keanu.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just want to make sure we're on the same page because I don't want to be crazy. Because a lot of people don't like Keanu, and I think it's just because they can't really put aside their feelings for Rachel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so let's get into it. Let's get into the Mike White of it all.
It's not White Lotus; it's White Locust. So this isn't Mike White. It's Mike.
You know what? It was Mike White.
It's Mike Whitey. That's
the White Locust. They're all told by the mastermind, hey, welcome to my hotel. One of you is leaving Big Brother. A lot of you will check in. Only one of you is gonna. I forgot how he worded it.
It's everyone goes in. Mm-hmm. One of you won't check out.
That's what it was.
And it's like the Hotel California, baby. You can stay anytime you like, but you can never leave. Mm-hmm. This was crazy. This twist was, we are brand new to Big Brother. We have never watched Big Brother before. So if I was not aware of the immediate backlash due to this twist, I would have thought that this was pretty crazy and oh wow, that's Big Brother's wild how they do stuff over here. Turns out this is brand new. This has never been done before.
But I don't think the idea of a random elimination like this without votes or anything is that new? Has this ever happened?
So, from what I understand, there's been 2 prior controversial eliminations in previous seasons. One was something called a Monster Week or something like that. or I don't even remember. I'm just picking again. We're brand new to Big Brother, so I'm just picking up information I'm seeing offline. From what I understand, the way that this twist works, which is someone was eliminated without being put on the block, without any of the opportunities to take themselves off with the veto or the Big Brother blockbuster. This is apparently a very game-breaking twist. People were furious that Rachel was sent home without any sort of chance of saving herself. They saw it as a very unfair twist. Now, I agree, because when I put it in terms that I understand, which is Survivor, that's more our wheelhouse. If we were watching the final 6 in Survivor and they didn't do a tribal council, it's just whoever came in last place at a immunity challenge goes home, we would be very upset, I think.
Yeah, we'd be pissed, even if it was somebody we hated, I think.
Right, because that's not how the game works.
But you do have to expect the unexpected. Yep.
And that's the whole thing is like Big Brother, us watching it this season has been such an experience because they do crazy stuff all the time, whereas Survivor is very kind of by the book, paint by numbers. Very rarely do we get a game-breaking twist in Survivor. But it's like, you know, and we're watching Big Brother this season, and there's a Big Brother blockbuster, and there's a power of veto, and there's, you know, there's a week where a former player shows up and plays in the competition to save someone that's on the block. Like, I wouldn't have thought that this was crazy if it wasn't for all of the Big Brother fans being like, no, this is not how it's supposed to go.
Mm-hmm. I did see some Big Brother fans boycotting, or like there was one person who follows us. Her name is Emily Watches TV. She said, "I'm gonna be like finding a stream. I'm not gonna give CBS my view tonight." And I was like, I respect the dedication.
I do respect that. I did think it was very funny because the amount of people that are like, "Hey guys, use this link, use this VPN, don't give them the views." But it's like, or you could just not watch.
Yeah,
but they're like, I gotta watch.
CBS doesn't give a fuck. If you don't, if like a few people who are angry on the internet don't watch, it's the casuals who watch it on network TV by and large.
And also, here's the thing, guys, and I feel this way about Survivor because Survivor fans are also this heated and will sometimes be like, I'm done watching it. What do you want to have happen? Do you want them to just cancel the show? Do you want to not have Big Brother anymore?
Over Rachel, yeah. Cancel the show. Cancel Julie Chen Moonves. Cancel CBS as a network.
Hey, I love CBS. I appreciate CBS.
I hate CBS. I don't appreciate CBS.
But no, I mean, I think we're both on the same page. Rachel going home is detrimental to this season. She was so much fun.
I'm appreciative for CBS. I love CBS.
Thanks, Riley. Yeah, it sucks because she made this fun for me. I think if Rachel hadn't been in the season, it still would have been fun, but it wouldn't have been nearly as fun.
Exactly.
Just because of the emotional manipulation and stuff that it seems like these plays are so obvious, but they work on people. And watching her do that was so much fun. What makes this worse is that, like, my friend Rachel, she left for Prague on, I think, last Friday. It was the last I hung out with her, and then she's leaving for 6 months. The day after that, I lose the other Rachel in my life,
Whoa.
Rachel Riley. So I lost 2 Rachels in 2 days.
You lost both Rachels in your life, just like how Vince might lose both of the women, all 3 of the women in his life. We got to get into what's happening this week with Vince.
Yeah.
Let's start with the Rachel elimination.
Yeah, I was about to say we didn't really talk about like the mechanics of it.
Because the mechanics of it, very Vince heavy, very Vince involved. I would say a lot of people are putting the blame on Ava. People are saying Ava's the reason that Rachel went home. Mm-hmm. I disagree. I think Vince was masterminding the whole thing. Oh, mastermind. Uh-oh.
Yeah. I hate Vince so much. Vince, yes, it is Vince's fault. I mean, Ava shouldn't have picked him, but Vince, man, if he had picked Morgan, Rachel would still be here. But he picked Lauren.
That's kind of the whole theme of this week of Big Brother, is Vince is in a power, not a power struggle, but he's in a battle between 2 women, right? He has 2 number 1s in this house.
Yeah, wait, so the rules of this thing... Okay, yeah, go finish that thought and then we'll get into the rules.
He has a final 2 with 2 different women in this house. Lauren, and Morgan. And when it came to the mechanics of how the White Locust game goes, which is the first person that plays the puzzle gets the most amount of time to complete the puzzle. Do you remember how much it was, like 5 minutes or something like that?
Yeah. Or then 6 or 5.
If you complete the puzzle, you will then get to pick the next person to play, and they will have a minute less. And it'll keep going like that until there's like 30 seconds left, I guess.
Yeah, you know what would have been better is if like the last person is put on the block no matter what.
Right. But, yeah, instead of just the immediate elimination, because I just didn't understand. I don't think they even truly understood, like, what is the end game here? Because they were all like, let me go next, let me go next. I felt like there was a very obvious strategy of here just like not going at all.
Yeah. That's what I thought too, because I mean, it doesn't matter how much time you get if you suck at a puzzle.
Right. And that's what happened to Rachel. So the first person selected is how did they even select the first? Oh, they had they had a prior competition. This is how crazy this week has been. I didn't even remember how Rachel got sent home. There's a prior competition. Whoever won that competition got to go first. And that was done by Lauren, right?
Yes, I think so. I struggle to remember what happened before because most of my focus
was Rachel.
Was on my anger for the whole week.
But Lauren didn't go first.
Well, it was Ava who was the
won.
first. Yeah, Ava was the first person to pick somebody. I forgot how that was decided, honestly.
I think Ava won that competition. Sorry, guys, we're not doing a great job.
Do you even remember what the competition was? Because I don't. Remember what
it was
the
like
prior thing was.
It was like shuffleboard. You had to slide a thing across the table and make it to the end of the table without it falling off. You had to do it for all 3 tables.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. I've totally blocked that part of the episode out of my memory.
That's how insane this week was, dude. Is like that doesn't even seem like it mattered at all.
Yeah, I mean, you could have just made that up, and I'd be like, oh yeah, that sounds accurate. That's what happened.
So Ava is the first person to choose someone, and she's kind of panicking because she doesn't know who to pick. She goes, are there any volunteers? Everyone is volunteering, and she's pretty shocked by this because she's like, I thought no one was going to want to play. But everybody was wanting to go first so that they would have the most time. Mm-hmm. The 2 people that were real, and this is where we get the big moment actually happens. Rachel immediately grabs Ava by the arm, drags her into the other room to talk to her, to essentially be like, let me go first. Ava is furious that she grabbed her arm like that. Yeah. She would later go on to say some very harsh words about Rachel after she was eliminated. That upset online fans. Apparently, Ava went from being America's favorite to America's most wanted.
She went from aura painter to scam artist.
Yes. And it was because of how harshly she spoke about Rachel, but it was because Rachel grabbed her arm. Now, personally, do I think it was a big deal that Rachel grabbed her arm like that? I don't. But,
no.
If it means something to her, then it means something to her.
I think Rachel should have punched her in the face.
The way that it was talked about on cams is people were expecting it to be like Rachel like dragged her. And it was just kind of like a playful, like, come with me, kind of spur of the moment thing. But still, if you don't want to be touched like that, I can understand being upset.
Yeah.
So she chooses not to let Rachel go first. She chooses Vince to go first, who didn't even seem like he really wanted to go first. It's just everyone else was raising his hand volunteering. And so he was like, well, I guess I will too. And she was like, oh, I'll do him because everyone's working with him. So no one's going to be upset with me for choosing them. Which, good strategy. Vince gets to play first. He does a great job, does it very quickly. And now it's his turn to pick who goes next. This is the dilemma. He has 2 number 1s in the game. He has Lauren and he has Morgan. And he has chosen Morgan every single time all season long and burned Lauren so many times that this is his only chance. This is his last chance to show Lauren that they are still the final 2 together. So he picks Lauren over Morgan, and Morgan is furious.
Yeah, I was too, because I knew what that meant. I knew it meant that she's going to pick the people that I hate, and then it's going to end with Rachel. And then we watched it all play out, And I mean, Julie. So Rachel, obviously, she goes and she's the last person picked. She doesn't complete the puzzle.
Well, what's insane though is everyone thought that she still had plenty of time. She had 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
I guess it's just too difficult
her to go home.
Yeah. I mean, it's just how it works sometimes. Everyone can do the challenge except for you. And it was just the worst time for that to happen. And because of that, Rachel is gone. And I was trying to stay spoiler-free for this, which would have been impossible because I didn't know it was going to happen. But so I get back to the hotel from like one of the greatest nights of my life where I was in football heaven where Alabama didn't allow a single point. They scored 70 points. I got to watch it from the end zone, had the players in front of me. It was just like one of the greatest experiences ever. I had a pom-pom. I had a blazer on. Yes. People loved the blazer. But and then I get home, or not home, I get to the hotel. Unless my home is now a hotel in Birmingham, Alabama.
Which you wouldn't be upset with.
No, not right now. I would like to live there for the next 3 months. But I open Instagram, and the first thing I see is Taryn. And the first words out of his mouth are, Rachel's gone. And I'm like, what do you mean Rachel's gone?
Dude. I texted you. I was like, hey, heads up. Stay away from the internet if you don't want anything spoiled for you. And then about 5 minutes went by, and I went, hey, never mind. Get online right now.
Yeah. And then the next day, I see it accidentally.
Dang.
And gosh, I was so mad. I was like, I don't even want to watch this show anymore. I don't want to talk about this show. Rachel was like my favorite person, one of my favorite reality TV characters I've seen in any show. That's how much she had won me over in this season.
And we're brand new to Big Brother. We didn't even see her previous season.
No, I'm just going based off of what I've seen in the episodes and live feeds for the past 10 weeks. Yeah. That's how much I like Rachel. And for her to be gone puts such a damper on this season for me. And then, then we follow that up with, I guess we can get into the rest of the events of this week. So Morgan is crying in a hammock because, Vince, how could you pick her over me? I thought we were in love. And Vince is trying to explain the, like, I burned Lauren so many times thing. But, gosh, Morgan and Vince.
Because Lauren is the HOH now.
Yeah, Lauren is HOH, which I thought was going to be terrible for me. But then I saw her initial noms, and I was like, okay, maybe this isn't terrible for me.
Her initial nominations, which I was a little shocked by, it was Morgan, Will, and Ashley. But it seemed like the big plan was she wanted to backdoor Keanu.
Yes, which, she ends up getting to do because... Wait, let's talk about the veto, the power of veto.
This is a big deal. This is the Big Brother comic. This is apparently a big thing that happens every season. The power of veto competition is the Big Brother comic book. They each get their own special comic book cover that kind of has to do with a little bit of like their time on the show. Adrian's was a praying mantis who loved bread.
Yeah,
Will was Captain Will. And he was like coming out of a helicopter, and it was awesome.
What was your favorite one?
What do you mean by favorite? Like, which one do I think just looks the coolest?
If you had to buy one, which one would you buy? Keanu's butt?
No, not the butler, dude. I did like the hard-boiled detective cover a lot. That was pretty cool. But I think maybe, let's not. We don't like Riley on this show, but his cover was pretty cool, man.
And you don't like Jimmy, but I thought his cover was pretty cool with the snake around his neck.
I think that was the best cover. You're right. You're 100% right.
Or my favorite, the Mictator. Hot Atlanta for all my peaches in the A.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was a ton of fun. I'm glad we got to experience that. I didn't know that this was a thing that Big Brother did, and now we get to look forward to it next year.
Yeah, unless somebody that we love gets eliminated
right before
with no chance to save themselves.
Let's talk about this power veto competition. The way that the episode was laid out, because there was not a Sunday episode, so it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week, we get the nominations 10 minutes into the episode. That's usually the end of the episode. But we get the nominations, and I was like, whoa, is the episode over? And I was like, oh, wait, no, we still have like 50 minutes left.
Yeah.
We immediately go into the Power Veto competition. The people that are chosen to play make it very interesting. Keanu's playing. No, not Keanu, sorry. Ava is playing. Vince is playing. Morgan is playing. Will is playing. And Ashley is playing. And Lauren, of course.
Mm-hmm.
The head of household. This Power Veto competition, the way that they show us the entirety of Vince's playthrough of this competition. It was like literally just 12 solid minutes of us just watching Vince play the competition. The way the competition works, you're on a zip line, and as you're going across on the zip line, you get to look into a window and you get to see the comic book covers. And then you need to go to your section and you need to put the correct comic book covers in the correct order and lock it in. Vince seemed so certain that he was flew through it. He didn't even make the top 3. That was so funny.
Mm-hmm. And then you have Lauren, who was trying to throw it, and she was number 2, right?
Yeah, and she did successfully. She would have won it if she hadn't have stood there for an extra minute. Which
is crazy, because if you're trying to throw it, usually you don't finish second place.
Right.
And almost win. So I guess Lauren, half trying. Yeah, Lauren might be a comp beast. So the winner of this was Morgan.
Yeah.
And she takes herself off, obviously.
Which we thought, yeah.
And then the other thing that we thought was going to happen, Keanu was going to go up as the renom, trying to backdoor the butler. Mm-hmm.
The butler.
Trying to backdoor the guy with the huge backdoor a few weeks ago who served people food off of it. And I was thinking, that maybe this is the time that Keanu doesn't get it. Maybe this is finally the one. No, that's not what happened.
Beast.
Yes, he is a beast.
But let's talk about kind of the social thing that came from this. Keanu thought he was very close with Lauren. He thought they were playing the game together.
Yeah.
She chooses Vince over him. So now Keanu's like, wow, you're choosing that guy who sent all of your allies home over me, someone who has been working with you, that kept you safe last week to show you that I'm working with you. And you're going to put me on the block? And once again, the King Keanu, goes into the Big Brother blockbuster against Will and Ashley, and they have to do this little, they're connected to a rope on a harness, and they have to go flipping through this little, rectangle, and they've got to try to untangle themselves. It almost is like a Survivor competition.
I saw a tweet that said, Will hurt his knee on this, so fuck production for that.
Yeah. Will, I don't know if he hurt his knee on the Power Veto, where you were having to drop from a zip line, because he was already wearing a little knee brace before the Big Brother blockbuster competition.
Damn, we got our first ACL injury of the Big Brother season.
And it definitely affected him. He was moving slow. Ashley was doing a good job, but Keanu, man, he had a fire in his eyes. He was not going to get sent home. He has been on the block at the bottom so many times, and every single time he has managed to save himself. No one else has saved him other than Casey, who was a challenge beast in a previous season that got to play as a part of a twist.
Yeah, and when I saw what the challenge was, I was like, there's no way Keanu doesn't win this challenge, because it just looked like something that a big, jacked, fast guy could do well.
Yeah. And he's very agile. I think the only thing that was a disadvantage for him is how big he is and trying to slip through some of those tight spots. But, he flew through it. He wins.
Yep.
He's not on the block. The bottom two, the two people on the chopping block, Will and Ashley.
And then I was like, I'm losing one of my favorite players for sure. Elle Woods, who has really won me over ever since. It was that moment where she was on the couch and she was monologuing, talking about her strategy. And then Will, of course, Will won me over the whole season.
What a loss, dude. Will does go home. I was really sad because I mean, if Ashley went home, I wouldn't have been as upset. Like, I don't really care.
Yeah, you do. You actively dislike Ashley, don't you?
Yeah, I don't really care much
because she was mean to Keanu a couple weeks ago. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but I will say she did win me over this week. Like, she was very funny. She was very like charming and a very good player this week. Like, we got a whole montage where she's talking to, what's her name? The girl that doesn't really matter.
Ava? Oh.
She's talking to Kelly about law because she's been hiding that she's an attorney this whole time.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought that was a really fun scene where she had to, like, play, like, dumb, like she didn't know the laws and stuff. And she did a great job. She would have fooled me.
Well, she was talking about, who was it? I forgot who. She was talking about somebody else, and she was like,
Mickey,
I thought, Mickey, yeah, I thought she was pre-law. And then Kelly's like, you talk about laws a lot, too. And she's like, no, I don't. What, laws?
She's like, yeah, you're always talking about like New York state laws, and he's like, oh yeah, no, I did do that. I had
a situation. I had to do a lot of Googling.
Yeah, she played it off great. She also brought up the fact that what's that guy's name? Jimmy.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Hate that guy. Jimmy, they brought up the fact that he said he had an apartment, he rented an apartment, but then he also had an HOA, which is a homeowners association. So it's like, what's the truth? You got a house or not?
Are there HOAs for apartments?
I wouldn't imagine so, but maybe there's some sort of like building rules or something. I don't know. I have a house without an HOA.
So who knows? We'll have to have Jimmy on to talk about that. But
we'll have him talk about HOA laws.
But one thing before the vote. The episode started with the exit interview. We're not used to that because, the elimination happened on Tuesday. So Julie Chen had 2 interviews to do today, one at the very start of the show and one at the end. And one thing that Taryn was screaming about on RHAP was that when Julie asked like about Rachel's social game affecting, or like, do you think you could have played it better socially with the twist? And Taryn was like, he's screaming about how that question is total bullshit.
Yeah, because there's no social element to that twist.
Yeah, there's really not.
Because I guess was Julie, because here's the thing, Paramount Plus kind of screwed me. I didn't get to see the Rachel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't a part of the Paramount Plus episode when I watched it this morning. I was confused. I thought maybe it's happening next week or something, but because I kept seeing the promo for it. But I missed it. But was she insinuating like if she would have had a better social dynamic with like the people who were selecting who went first, who went second, who went third? I don't think it would have mattered. She had 3.5 minutes. She had plenty of time. She panicked because that was a lot of pressure.
It was, especially like knowing as the time is ticking down. You're at that point. Can you even do the puzzle when it's like 20 seconds left and you're like, I'm about to leave here?
Because it's not like the person who completes the puzzle the slowest gets eliminated. It's if you don't complete it, you go home.
Yeah.
That's
just an insane,
so crazy.
Insane twist. But Rachel, she handled the interview like a pro. Didn't seem bitter at all. She's very bubbly. And I commend that because if I was on that stage, I would have been like, you screwed me, Julie. I should have won this season.
And Julie would have been like, I didn't screw Rachel. Rachel screwed Rachel.
Mike White screwed Rachel. I hope he's the first boot of season 50.
You know he had nothing to do with this, right?
Yes, he did. It's his he came up with the hotel where people died, and CBS watched that and they were like, "Oh, what a great idea."
Oh man, that's so funny, dude. Yeah, Rachel goes home, Will goes home.
Yeah, Captain America,
dang man.
The two
emotional.
The speeches that they gave, both of them were very sad.
Yeah.
And I knew it was over for Will, I felt like at that point. Because
he kind of led on to something that we didn't see in the episode, which was I think people had told him he's too big of a threat because everyone loves him so much.
And it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, he was the most likable person. And even in the live feeds where he's just sitting there nodding along and like, yep, and repeating people's words back to them. I love it when he would say, like, this is a conversation I wish I had my DVR for.
So funny, man.
Incredible line.
Like, I think the reason that, even though Will went home, which sucks because I really like Will, I felt good about that episode because it was a kind of feel-good moment at the end where you could just kind of tell, like, he had a great time. He had a really great relationship with everyone in the house. It was just kind of like he played Big Brother, and he got the experience out of it that everyone hopes to get. And he's going to the jury house, and maybe he'll win America's Favorite, win some money. He's already got a trip to, Paris that he won. You know, so it made me happy that Will kind of went out in the best way possible if he had to go out.
Yeah. I think that, you know what? Will would be my vote for America's Favorite.
Yeah, me too.
Because my real favorite is Rachel, but she does not need money. I think she's got plenty.
Yeah, I think they're taken care of.
But Will, one other thing, shout out to Zach, because Will gets to take his chocolate drop on a London vacation, and that's the feel good story that we need after Will getting eliminated.
Cheat on his wife in there.
No. In
he
fact,
didn't do anything inappropriate.
Not only did he not cheat on his wife, he would do monologues to the camera
about his wife.
About his wife, always mentioning his chocolate drop. Just a great guy from everything we've been able to see. A big supporter of women's college basketball. Like, what is there to find that's bad about Will? There isn't anything.
Nothing. And on the inverse, the opposite of Will is Vince.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this, man.
Yeah, and this is how we'll close.
Yeah.
Talking about Vince being a piece of shit.
Yeah, because this
allegedly
to talk about this the whole time. No, I don't think it's allegedly at this point. I think it's pretty.
I guess if it's live streamed 24/7, you can't say allegedly.
Yeah, we're watching it. But what happens this week is he's got the downfall of him and Morgan. He's kind of getting closer to Lauren. And when he votes to eliminate in the confessional, in the diary room, he goes, shout out Kelsey, his girlfriend, I love you. And you can hear people in the crowd laugh.
Yes. Yeah, I did catch that.
Now, real quick, if it's okay with you, can we do like a spoiler moment for what's been happening on the feeds today?
Oh, I haven't even known. Sure. So if you don't want to know, turn the pod off.
Yeah, this is because we don't have anything else to talk from the main show, right?
Yeah, no, I don't think so, and I don't care about the main show or the spoilers anymore because fucking Rachel.
This isn't a spoiler about any major game moves or anything like that. But we get it's promoted at the end of the episode that we watched. Zingbot is coming back.
Oh yeah, didn't he take a dig at Vince and Morgan?
Dude, yeah.
I didn't see what it was. Or that probably hasn't been released yet.
It hasn't been released, but they've been talking about it in the house. And this is what I've been dying to talk to you about. So, Morgan's zing was that she is Vince's girlfriend.
Oh.
And it's caused her to spiral. Vince, there's live feed footage where Vince is trying to get her to like come lay on the bed with him. And she's like, no. And he's like, what's the matter? What are you doing? And she was like, I think that they think that we're in a showmance. And this is going to ruin my life. And he goes, oh, it's not going to ruin your life. Kelsey
no, it's going to ruin your life, Vince, you fucking moron. Dude, it's not going to ruin Morgan's life.
Dude, he is actively on the feeds being like, dude, she doesn't care. It's okay. It's all right. Come hang out in the bed with me. And she's like, no. She has completely started icing him, dude. She tells, I don't remember who she told. I think it was Ashley. She was like, I think I'm dropping Vince this week. I think we're going to try to get Vince out if we can.
Okay.
Now, I don't know who wins HOH or anything like that, so I don't know if that's in the cards, but it seems like she's done with him. Because I think she realizes, she's probably thinking back to everything that's happened, them cuddled up, and she's like, oh my God, I'm getting torn alive. Because the Zingbot roasts are about what is the perception of them outside the house.
But for them to not understand that going into it,
it's crazy.
Zero self-awareness. I don't like to say that someone is a fucking moron. I don't think I've ever used that kind of language on this show.
I have.
I've never talked about a Survivor player that way, I don't think. Or at least,
for sure.
Yeah, you might have.
Last season?
Yeah, but I can confidently say that having watched all the live feeds, having to see them cuddle and say I love you and maybe kiss, for them to be surprised by any of this, Vince and Morgan are fucking morons.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's just so crazy that she realized now, like, oh my God, this has like real repercussions from my real life. Because she's a model and a live streamer, so it's like if people don't like her, she doesn't work.
Yeah. I don't know if the streaming stuff was working before now. Maybe now she'll have hate watchers, which could, be profitable potentially. But I just think that, God, these two, I hate that they're on my team.
Yeah.
And that I need them.
Give them a brand.
No, I have 3 people. I need them. I need Vince and I need Morgan, just like they need each other. Or thought they did up until Zing came around.
Whoa. I mean, I'm really excited for the Zing bot. I want to see what everybody else got told. I think they called Vince a crybaby, and so he was about to cry on the live feed. He was like, "Wait, no, I can't cry."
Yeah, he's a crybaby.
I was a crybaby,
and I've kind of been a crybaby about everything that's happened since Rachel going home. But I still like Big Brother. I still have been having fun with this season. Although it would be a lot better if there was a particular person still in the game right now. I'm gonna watch every episode. I might not turn the live feeds on again because at this point, like, part of what made the live feeds fun to me was just there was so many different things going on, so many different conversations, lots of different people. We have what? We have 7 people now? 6 people?
Yeah.
Are you Zingbot?
Zingbot. Hey, PD, are you going to be like your favorite sports teams and lose the draft?
Well, you can't really lose a draft. It's kind of like a hypothetical situation in sports leagues. Post-draft grades. You can't really determine that stuff until you're at least like 4 years out. But for this, I might lose the draft, yeah.
I was trying to think of a roast for myself, but I couldn't think of anything. You got something?
I mean, I could do something for Bran, maybe.
I was like, if you pitch me something, I can put the voice back on and do it to myself. Let's see. I might win the Big Brother thing.
Bran likes Christmas. That's weird, right? Who likes Christmas? That's my zing for Bran.
Wait. Hey, Bran. Is the reason you're obsessed with Christmas because you're constantly chasing the whimsical and magical of your childhood that's never going to come back?
Oh, maybe.
Whoa.
I think we did it.
Crazy, dude. I didn't think of something from me because that's just not fair. Oh, I got something.
Hey, Chase. Man, never mind. I couldn't think of anything.
I mean, my go-to for you would be like knocked in the head too many times because you were as a professional wrestler.
Oh, yeah. Here, I got you.
Hey, Chase. Maybe the reason you always draft last in every single draft and you never draft the right people is because you have CTE. You're an idiot.
We need to brand CTE to stand for like Chase, and then we got to figure out what the TE is.
Chase. In relation to our draft?
Or just, I don't know, just in general, something you could put T-shirts of out there.
Chase Traumatic Energy.
Okay. I'll buy that. So this has been PD and Chase Traumatic Energy reporting for the BBC Week 10 of Big Brother. Big Brother.